When it comes to sports, Nigeria is one of those nations that you just have to be reckoned with when it comes to that particular sector. Sport has come to stay here, and a lot of young ones out there are using sports as a viable tool to change their lives, making them the breadwinner of their families. Welcoming you on 360 Sport on TrustTv. I am Adeni Ajishafe. We'll be looking at some stories this evening on the show as we'll be talking about volleyball, handball, and not forgetting five-star football. Though a lot of people call it five-a-side football, we'll be talking about that too. But right now, I have with me Emmanuel Fashimi to talk handball, volleyball, and also a match that will be coming up in Italia Serie A. Emmanuel, good to have you.
Good evening, Adeni.
Now we start from African Volleyball Championship taking place in Tunisia, where Nigerian team, that's the only team representing this country, Nigerian Customs volleyball team are there. They won their first game against Elites of Kenya. They were able to do well there. They actually dominated the game in the volleyball competition. And now we have to celebrate the fact that they did so well winning that game. That's their first game they played. And now they will be playing, as we speak right now, they are also playing their second game in the championship. This is African Nations Club Championship that has to do with volleyball, and Nigerian their team, that is Customs, are really doing well, winning their first game against Equity of Kenya. Hopefully they can also win their second game against Burkina Faso. But as it is right now, they are doing well, and we hope that they will finish the game winning over there in Tunisia.
For the Nigerian volleyball team, it's actually a good one. For the first outing, your first match in any competition matters a lot. And for us to have actually gotten that win, congratulations to the Nigerian Customs. In the last edition, we narrowly lost out. We couldn't make it to the finals in the last edition. But right now, I believe with the work being put in place by Engineer Nimrod, the Federation President, and every other stakeholder, I think we will do better this time around. We'll go far. Because volleyball is one sport that over the years, we've not really, it has not really been rubbing shoulders with the big sports we have in Nigeria. But thank God, Engineer Nimrod has actually been doing well in that federation. And like I said, in the last Olympics, we were almost getting that ticket to the Olympics, but we couldn't do the job. But in this African Championship, the custom players, I saw some of the warm-up games they played here in Abuja before they actually went into campaign. I saw that business, the mean business this time around, and that is why we saw their first game, them winning the first game. So let's see how, if they can win their first and second games, I think that put us in a good position in our group to qualify to the next round. 6 points, I think, is enough for us to qualify.
Well, hopefully the Customs will be able to do well. They're able to win their game against Equity of Kenya, and we are hoping that they will at least win the second game ongoing right now over there in Tunisia, precisely in Kebla, where the competition is taking place. The best of the best in African volleyball clubs are gathered there, and they are showing their skills. And when it comes to volleyball, we have what it takes to also do well. Good one from Nigerian Customs men's team who are representing us there, and hopefully they can come back with the trophy. Also in basketball, we know what our players always do. The ladies, the men, they try their best, not forgetting handball. A lot of sports, and Nigerians are really well known in this particular sport there. Now we move away from volleyball. Let's talk football. But this time around, we know what's happening in Italia Serie A. It has been a big one between Inter Milan and AC Milan, trying to drag who will win the Scudetto this season. It has been a tough one. You cannot determine that yet because it's still very close, too close to call now. But anything can still happen when it comes to football in Italy. Let's look at the fixture that will be coming up this evening between Fiorentina and Roma. Roma, we know, yes, they are the sleeping giants, as they call them. Hopefully, they are waking up from their slumber. Right now, they qualify for European Conference League final, and they will play against Fiorentina in the city of Florence tonight. That game is a game that a lot of people will be like, okay, can Roma turn things around? We know that this season it has been between Inter and AC Milan, and you have Napoli, you have Juventus. Before you think of Roma at all, it's as if Atlanta is taking their place, and
It's good for AS Roma. They are in the Europa Conference League final for the first time in how many years, qualifying for their first European competition final. And under who? Jose Mourinho, a man who know that he's obsessed when it comes to winning titles. And he wants to really make a statement with that. Outside that, in the Italian Serie A, I think they are, even though they win tonight, they are not close to winning the title. What it will just do for them, it will also keep them in that Europa League position which they are occupying right now. The only person who can say they will want to really see if they can actually use, if something happened between the first top two, they can win the league is Napoli, who is closest to AC Milan and Inter Milan. And for AC Milan, they've not won the title for 11 years. And this time around, they just have 2 games. If they can win their next 2 games, they will be crowned champions of the Italian Serie A. But overall, for AS Roma, tonight's game, a win for them keeps them in their position, and which they really want to win so that they can qualify for Europe next season. Not the Champions League, but the Europa League.
Good one there. Well, let's see who win between Roma and Fiorentina. Let's come back home. I have to at least showcase handball. We are Federal Capital Territory under 12 and under 15 boys and girls handball competition between the 6 area councils in Abuja actually ended during the weekend. Well, good one. The fact that Gwagwalada, Kuje, Amac, they emerged champions in the FCT under 12 and under 15 inter-area council championship. That's a particular good one there, because the FCT deeming fit, the Handball Association, to organize such a competition is really very, very good. At least giving platform for all the boys and girls that with that age bracket to compete, and really we're so happy participating in that particular competition. If you look at handball in Abuja now, is really growing because of this particular awareness on this.
Yes, it's growing. Definitely, it's growing. When you talk about handball over the years has been a sport. I remember when I was in school, when they talk about handball competition, there's this excitement that comes with it. It's just like when you're playing football. But over the years, it collapsed, and only football has been surviving. And I love what the FCT Handball Association did by going to the grassroots. Like what you made mention of before coming into the studio, that these athletes now, these young lads now, some of them wouldn't know the importance of what they just did. And at some point, the parents will go to school, and they forget about the sport completely. But I believe with the way things are going, these ones won't forget about it. All what FCT Handball Association needs to do is to just keep these talents, the ones they've identified, and then groom them, nurture them for the national team. We last appeared in any African competition in 1991, and that was 24 years back. The last time, that was last year, that went for the African Handball Championship. We lost all our games, even the classification game that we were supposed to win, we lost that. So, but for the FCT, I think they've identified a problem. They've gone back to the grassroots. Definitely, it's going to pay off.
Good one there. Now let's look at individual awards as were rolled out by the organizers. We have under 12 men, boys and girls as the individual award. Let's look at those awards now, where we have teams from each category winning, the players that actually won. In the under 12 boys and girls there, you have to look at the fact that they did so well, and we'll quickly look at those names as we speak right now. Well, from Badobemayi Amac, Ephraim Enoch Amac, and Zaradin Abdulhamid of Abaji, actually talking about the under 12 male, and you have the most valuable players. Francis Bulu Amac, that's highest goal scorer, 27 goals. Joseph Morgan Gwagwalada, best goalkeeper award. And the under 15 female category, you have Deborah Danjuma, most valuable player. Deborah Kinki of Amac, also higher goal scorer with 12 goals. You have best goalkeeper award, Bathsheba Isaac of Kuje, Johnson Abala of Kuje, and Francis Bulus Amac, while you have Joseph Morgan in Gwagwalada winning most valuable, higher goal scorer, and best goalkeeper award. We're looking at the under 15 and the under 12 individual categories award for the fact that they participated in this competition under 12 and under 15 male and female. Bado Bameyi, Ephraim Enoch, Zaradin Abdulhamid, Jumai Samson, Ladi Sunday, Hopes James, they all played there and they did well for most valuable, higher goal scorer and best goalkeeper award there. We just have to roll it out for you to have a feel of what happened over here in Abuja, where they played the under 12 and under 15. Well, why that particular incident actually happened, they're talking about the competition. We were there. Let's have this.
Special. Oh, that was a good save. That was a good save by the Amac goalkeeper. Special recognition to the referees. Osato Luka and Jeremiah. And that's a goal by Ladi Sunday. An attempt. Another attempt from the Wari. That's a foul against the Amac. Ball has been passed. Oh, that's it from there to champion. Ladu. Foul against Amac. Left Moses holding on to the ball.
4 minutes played, less than 5 minutes.
Left Danjuma holding on, makes an attempt, and it goes over the bar. That was a great attempt by Amac now.
Well, next, see.
Where's Kuje? I saw you, Amac, where's Amac?
Good one there. Just to let you have a feel of handball, we just have to look at that. Under 12, under 15, Federal Capital Territory handball competition, the Area 10 Polo Ground there. Good one. Now we move away to talk about another particular sport that is really gathering momentum in Nigeria. We've been talking about so many sports, tech ball, five-a-side and all that, but today we have to be focusing on five-a-side or five stars, some people call it. But really, that particular league or football style is really gathering momentum. That's why we have two gentlemen who will be talking about it briefly. We have Arturo Lumide here. Good to have you.
Good to have you too. Thank you so much.
And I have Michel Diko, that's Head of Operations.
Yes.
Good to have you. Now let's talk. What is five-star football or five soccer star? I don't know. Quickly.
So to be clear, five-a-side football or seven-a-side football. So any type of football played in beats, aside the 11-a-side football. So it's a type of game that has been growing, around the world. But so some few years ago, the momentum got better in Nigeria, in Africa. And then over the past years, we've been doing our best to ensure, the growth of this particular type of game. And then I think 4 or 5 years now, I could emphatically say that we have seen the formation of different five-a-side, seven-a-side teams spanned across the regions and territory of the country, outside the country, and then we've witnessed the growth, how it started, and then now I can specifically tell you there's no state that does not have a five-a-side facility
In Nigeria.
or teams in Nigeria. So even when we went to Ghana to do football competition, we could also see there the growth, of five-a-side football, seven-a-side football. So it's really a type of game that has grown beyond the ordinary.
Good one. That's going to be ordinary. Now, Michel Diko, you are the head of operation. Has it been running this particular, is it league or how has it been?
Thank you, Mr. Nee. Talking about five-a-side football, it's a game that evolved out of the normal 11-a-side football, where you have a fewer number of people playing the game together. Organizing this has been more of having the knowledge or the know-how or technical know-how of how football is being played generally, and then bringing that general knowledge into five-a-side makes it more easier for you to organize this game. We've organized different for different age categories, where we have the younger people playing, the older people playing, and I must tell you that there's not much difference when it comes to the organization from that of the 11-a-side.
Okay, now let me take it back to you because our time is running. When it comes to this five-a-side football, in Nigeria, I know when Nigeria goes to something, it booms, right? How has it been with it going deeper to the grassroots level?
Specifically, that's why we started the league. That's like 3 years ago. And then we started this league, and gradually we've had a whole lot of teams from the grassroots, from different parts of FCT, join the league, where the engagement is so huge. Just like the Premier League standard, where we follow up with the stats, we follow up with ISO scorers, who does this, who did that. And then now, this season, the new season, we're expanding to Lagos. We're expanding to Lagos. The winner of Abuja will also play the winner of Lagos in Ibadan. So we're technically and strategically taking the game out of Abuja, straight to Lagos, to Ibadan, and then cutting across southeast, southwest, northeast, northwest as it grows. So this is just an indication to show you that, look, the game is just going to get better in Nigeria and then going to grow bigger. So our plan is to have like a nationwide futsal league.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, okay, that's a good one there. What about, at least we know when things like this happen, they need support, sponsorship and all that. How has it been?
So, Rome was never built in a day. So gradually we've had sponsors, we've had partners, and then last season we had a major sponsor, which was Meribet, and then they became the title sponsor of the league, and then they are still continue the story with us this new season. And then this year we'll also have the United Nations, UNESCO. We have your station, TrustTv, helping us with content. We were also going to Super Sport, Pulse, there are a lot of people now that are trying to put their weight into the league, into the game, and they are seeing progress. Even the NLO, the Nationwide League One, they're also part of it. So the NFF has also like been following up with what we're doing, and they are impressed. So it's just is the first time that we're seeing a whole lot of growth in the five-a-side football, and then it's going to get better.
Well, before we go, Misha, quickly, just briefly, tell us to get clubs or teams together to play this league.
Okay.
How difficult? Or is it very
we wouldn't
simple?
say it's easy or difficult. Let's just leave it at the middle point, because you know these teams that we infuse or bring into the league, they are teams from the grassroots, the core grassroots. We have even those coming from the IDP camps, those who are less privileged, and then we try to bring everyone together, different teams, because they love this game, they love to play football, and just giving them the platform, you know, they would really want to come on board to play. So it's been a bit fair for us getting the teams to come participate in this league.
Good one there. We want to appreciate your time talking five-a-side football, even though time is short, but don't worry. At least TrustTv will continue to push out to develop all the other sports in Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. And
Thank you so much.
Diko, right?
Yes.
Good to have you too. Well, sport is always fitness and business, as we always say. You can see that that's five-star football gathering momentum in Nigeria, and we just have to showcase that also on the show. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.